Thumbs up for everybody? Waiting on one thumb. Ready? Well, welcome to our 5 o'clock press conference. Thank you for being here, all of you. Thank you to all of those who are listening in. And I'll just give a brief opening statement, and then we'll give it over to the other entities who can give you their presentations. But from a city level, I just want to first start off with thanking everybody in this community for doing everything they can to practice the things that are being asked of them in the governor's declaration. Although, I think at this point it's important that I go ahead and just say it the way it needs to be said, which is the governor's declaration is not a suggestion. If you were watching the governor Sunday afternoon, he even said, these are not suggestions, this is mandate. If you want to use this phrase, this is the law of the land, and these things matter, and these things are important for you to practice. There's been a lot of discussion around the state of Texas, especially the last 48 hours, about shelter-in-place orders, and those are certainly things that are being considered among many municipalities, but here's the reality of it. No matter what the shelter-in-place is, people are still going to have to get out. They're still going to have to go to the grocery store. They're still going to have to go to the pharmacy. But let me be very, very clear. The way we avoid something like a shelter-in-place is we all make sure we're practicing the things that we are being told we must practice. It's more than just social distancing. It's making sure when you're at the grocery store, you're not standing in line right next to somebody. It's making sure when you go to a retailer and you see there's too many people in one place, you move around. It's making sure that you pay attention to retailers who are not obeying these edicts that we need to follow, and you tell them that things need to be done differently. I've been talking to our medical community. We've all been paying attention, and the fact of the matter is what we're dealing with is extremely serious. We cannot take a break from this. We cannot think that just because this is West Texas, we are not Dallas or Austin or Houston or College Station or whatever it might be. The situation we find ourselves in is very, very difficult. It's very, very hard, but it requires all of us going above and beyond personally, even though it's very difficult for us, so we make sure we don't have some hockey stick curve here in Midland and Odessa because we haven't been paying attention to the things we need to be paying attention to, and we haven't been doing the things that we need to do. We need to be taking care of our neighbors. We need to be watching out for our neighbors. But let me be very clear from a city's perspective. We are following the governor's orders at this point. There's a city council meeting tomorrow where I'm sure we'll be discussing these issues in more detail, but I must remind you of citizens of this city. What the governor has told us to do is not a suggestion. We must abide by these things if we want to make sure that this COVID-19 virus does not affect us in the same way it's affected other areas of the country. If we do not apply the personal discipline, then it will be applied to us eventually. So please pay attention to those things. I know it's not good. I know it's not fun. I know it's not exciting. And sometimes it doesn't even seem like it's very real. But listen to me clearly. It is real. What we're up against is very, very real. The testing is real. Results are real. This is happening. And we must be a people who will aggressively fight this back on our own instead of waiting to be told how we must fight this. So at this time, I'll give it over to Dr. Wilson, wherever Dr. Wilson is, because I'm sure that's the update everybody is most interested in at this point.